Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all to this online learning platform of Shri Baswa Public School. I hope you all are fine and doing well with your all activities. So, children, we all are dependent on our memory. Do you agree for this? Yes, memory is very important and we can't even imagine our life without this. But our memory can trick us to sometimes. Forgetfulness, forgetting something, is very common in everybody's life. But this forgetfulness can sometimes puts us in tight spot. Children, just imagine yourself to be forgetting a part of your life completely. Yes, if you just imagine that you have forgotten a part, a incident of your life completely, then what will happen, children? Will it not driving you crazy and making you confused? Yes, just like Vipin Babu in our story today. So, today we are going to do class 8th Honeydew textbook. From that textbook, we are going to explore a new story that is sub chapter 4th, and from that chapter we are going to complete today part first and second. The chapter which we are going to do, that is Vipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory. Yes, Vipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory. Today we are going to do a story. This story about a Bipin Chowdhury whose lapse of memory, written by Satyajit Ray. This is story about a person who called Vipin Chowdhury, commonly known as Vipin Babu, who completely forgot a part of his life. Everybody made to him to believe that he had been to Ranchi, but as far as he could remember, he had never been to that place. Children, what happens at the end? How does everybody tries to regain his awareness about this incident, or regain awareness about this memory lapse? It is a quite suspense to you till the end of the story. So let's start the video with the information of writer Satyajit Ray. He was a filmmaker. He born on 22nd, 2nd May 1921 in Kolkata. He died in 23rd April 1992 in Kolkata. His wife, spouse, Bijoy Roy, born in 1949, died in 1992. He was awarded by Bharat Ratna, Academy Honorary Award, Dada Saheb Phalke Award, and many more. And he has written the books The Complete Adventures of Faluda, Our Films, Their Films, and Badashahi Angti, and stories, many other stories. This is the information of writer Satyajit Ray. So, are you ready to enjoy this story, or are you ready to explore another story from very interesting story from your textbook Honeydew? Okay. So let's start the reading and explanation of the first and second part. The story starts with the market. Every Monday on his way back from work, Bipin Chowdhury would drop in at Kalicharan's new market to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. Children, every Monday, every week, on Monday, Vipin Chowdhury, when he was coming back from his work, he used to stop in the market, New Kalicharan's market, in a bookshop, and every Monday he has to purchase few five books, at least five books of thrillers, ghost, and crime stories. He had to buy at least five at a time to last him through the week. Whenever he visits the bookshop, he has to buy five books which last for him, which he reads for complete week. He lived alone, was not a good mixer, had few friends, and did not like spending time in idle chat. He was the person who lives alone. He was not having family, and he was not at all good mixer or good man who gel easily with the others, and he has only few friends. and especially he never likes to spend time in chatting unnecessarily. Today, at Kalicharan's, Vipin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him from close quarter. He turned round and round and found himself looking at a round faced, meek looking man who now broke into a smile. Children, when he was purchasing the books in that bookshop, he felt that someone was staring at him constantly. When he turned round and found that the person who was standing near the door and constantly staring to him with a humble face. I don't suppose you recognize me, he asked Vipin. That man who was staring at him, he asked, I don't think so, you recognize me. Bipin replied, have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudro Falls. The man replied, yes, we met. Every day we met a complete whole week, and also I arranged you a car to go to Hudro Falls. Hudro Falls, it is a one of the beautiful place or a spot which is in the Karachi, and many tourist visits here. And it was happened in the year 1958 in Ranchi, and my name is Parimal Ghosh, Ranchi, he said. Now, Babu realized that it was not he, but this man who was making mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He smiled and said, do you know who I am? When he heard that I am Parimal Ghosh, I arranged your car, this and that, then he realized that yes, this man has mistaken. Maybe he was searching for someone else and he thought that person is I am. So he asked him, and he know for sure that he had never been to the Ranchi. So there are no questions about it. So after it, he smiled and asked him, do you know who I am? Then the man replied, raised the eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? He said, how can you ask like this? Do I know or not? Yes, of course I know you. Who can forget you, Bipin Chaudhary? He said. Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi. Then Bipin Babu turned towards the shelf and started his work of searching books. And he also said to that man that you are making mistake. I had never been to the Ranchi. The man now laughed a lot. What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hudro and cut your right knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Natrat the next day, but you couldn't because of the pain in the knee. He laughed. Parimal Ghosh laughed when he heard that you are mistaken. I am not. I had never been to Ranchi. When he heard this, then he started to laugh and he said, how can you forget? What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had to Ranchi and there you went for Hudro Falls and there you had got cut on your knee and I brought you iodine at that time. And also next day I arranged your car to go to Natrat, but it was not possible because of your pain on your knee. Can't you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time? Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you did not like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by a bawarchi. Then again he added, how can you forget these all the things? Still, do you know? Still, may I give you hints? You stayed with Mr. Mukherjee, Dinesh Mukherjee, who and also you stayed in a hotel. You said that you don't like the food of, sorry, you also stayed in bungalow. You didn't. You said that you don't like the food of hotel, so you stayed in a bungalow, and you prefer to have the meals which was made by a bawarchi. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister and you had a big argument about the moon landing. Remember? I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trip. Am I right or not? And also, he added here, Mr. Mukherjee was staying with his sister, and that time, one day, you had a huge argument with him regarding the moon landing. Remember? Now, are you remembering? Let me tell you more. Uh, Whenever you visit the sightseeing, you used to carry a huge bag which was filled with the books. Am I right or not? Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the books. Which month in 58 are you talking about? Bipin Babu said very quietly, and still his concentration on the books itself. He said, in which month are you talking about? In the year of 58? Then the man replied, October. No, sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making mistake. Good day. He said no, for sure. When he said the month, October, then he replied, no, sir. I have never been to Ranchi in that month because that time I was in the Kanpur with my friend. I was doing a puja. So you are mistaken here. Goodbye. He said good day means goodbye. But the man did not go, nor did he stop talking, till the man was not at all ready to accept, and he was continually talking and recalling the things to him. Very strange. One evening, I had tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. You, our only brother, had died insane, which is why you did not want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. He didn't stop. He started speaking continuously. He added here that, how can you forget, we spent a evening in your bungalow and we had a tea talk, and that time you said me that you had no children, you lost your wife 10 years ago, and you had only one brother who had died because of insane innocent mental illness. That's why the reason you had not been to the mental hospital of Ranchi. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. When the man was saying these all the things, the Bipin Babu was doing his work. He was selecting the books, and he was about to pay the amount. He paid the amount when he was leaving from that shop. The man, Parimal Ghosh, was looking at the Bipin Babu very strangely, because he was thinking that how can a person forget a complete incident of his life. So, this is the first part explanation. I hope you all have understood. So, now let's see what happens in the second part. Vipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertam Street by the Lighting House Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram? Driving up the Stand Road, Vipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. He came out from the shop and he sat in his car, which was parked in Bertram Street. It was by the Lighting House of Cinema. He told his driver Sitaram to go to the Ganga, just drive by the Ganga. And driving up to the Strand Road, till the driving up to the Strand Road, he was thinking and he was regretting and he was feeling very bad to having a long discussion or conversation with the strange man, intruder. He had never been to Ranchi, no questions about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident. Yes, and he was making sure himself that I know that I have never been to Ranchi, so there are no questions about it. And how can it is possible to me? And it was inconceivable in a sense, unbelievable that I can forget a complete incident of my life, which has happened, which was took place only before 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu had reeled. He was an excellent man. He was excellent person with the excellent kind of a memory power. So how it is possible for me to forget something? Now, was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. And he himself thinking about it that am I forgetting something or am I losing my mind? And also he was thinking, yeah, how it is possible for that person who is doing a responsible job in a responsible place to forget something like this. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet he was trying to remember something which has happened, but he was not at all able to do it. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? He even seemed to know some intimate details: the bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. When he was sitting in his car, he was thinking that that man to whom he has met today in the shop of book, he was saying all the things true. Only the wrong information which he has given, that is having gone to the Ranchi. The details of wife is correct, the details of brother is correct, and carrying always the back of book is also correct. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. Yes, he said, I don't think so. It is a mistake of that man. Maybe he is lying intentionally, deliberate in a sense, intentionally, he was lying. In 58, during the pujas, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bagchi's place. Yes, in the year of 58, in the month of October, he was in Kanpur with his friend and he was doing a puja. And the friend name is Haridas Bagchis. No way of writing to Haridas. Sorry. At all Vipin Babu had to do was write to no, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Vipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he did not have his address. Yes, when he was thinking about it to clarify this confusion, he thought of writing a letter to his friend, that is Haridas Bagchis. Suddenly he remembered that he can't write a letter to him because he has gone to Japan with his wife few some weeks ago. But where was the need for proof? he himself was the he himself was fully aware that he had not been to Ranchi, and that was that. He also, after that, again he thought that why I should write a letter to the Haridas. I know for sure, I know I have never been to the Ranchi. The river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. When he was thinking these all the things, when he was going to the road, when he was going to his house, the fresh breeze, bracing in a sense, fresh, refreshing breeze was moving towards him, and still a little bit discomfort was lingered in a sense, stayed in his mind. Around hesitings, Vipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. Yes, again he remembered that he has discussed, he mentioned the cut on his knee. So he thought of pulling up, taking up his trousers and seeing whether the mark is present or not. There was the mark of an old inch long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. When he saw that there was a mark, long cut mark, but it was very old. So he could, it is not possible to tell anybody that when it has happened or when it has occurred. So had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? Tried to recall such an incident but could not. So he thought of thinking, remembering that maybe when I was a boy, when I was a child, I had got hurt, but he couldn't. He thought of remembering, tried to recall this kind of memories, but he couldn't. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Danish Mukherjee. Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near, in Benandan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Vipin Babu asked for a confirmation? He would probably conclude Vipin Babu was going nuts. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him. Suddenly, again, he thought the man which he mentioned, that Parimal Ghosh, he mentioned one more member, that is Dinesh, Mr. Dinesh, who was also present at that time when he went for sightseeing. So he thought of going there. He was living near to him, that is Benindan Street. He thought of going right now, but again he stopped because if he had been never gone to Ranchi, then what would be happen? What would Dinesh think about him? It will be really ridiculous idea. He will think that I'm going to confirm something, so he will think I am going to I have no. He thought if I'm going to confirm something to him, then he will think I was going to mad now. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be, and also he knew the character of Dinesh, that if he does like this, then he is going to laugh very badly and he is going to uh, tease him for this. Sipping a cold drink in his air conditioner living room, Vipin felt at ease again. Such a nuisance, just because they have nothing else to do, they go about getting into other people's hair. He reached to his house and he sat in his living room, air conditioned living room, and he started to think that how free people are, how they will go and interfere in the life of others. The phrase has been used here, idiomatic expression, getting into people's hair. And the meaning of that idiomatic expression is interfering with and annoying people. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thriller, Vipin Babu forget all about the man in Newmarket. After having dinner, he went to his bed and he took one of the thriller book. He was fond of books, so he took the new thriller book and he started to read it. And at that point of time, he has forgotten all the thing which has happened in the new market. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. When he reached the next day to the office, that time when he was sitting and he was working, he noticed that every passing hour is occurring in his mind more and more and encountering that information, whatever has given by that Parimal Josh. It is recalling him too much at that time. If the man knew so much about Vipin Babu, how could he make such mistake about the Ranchi trip? The one thing which was eating his head, that the information which has been given by the man, everything was right, everything was very correct, everything he knows very correctly about Vipin Babu. Then how he can mistaken about the Ranchi trip? Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the questions over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face wouldn't show. He couldn't control himself, so he thought of calling instead of going to home of Mr. Dinesh. He thought of calling him and asking the question. And from this way, he can be escaped from the embarrassment of on his face. 235616. Vipin Babu dialed the number. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Vipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 58. 58? What incident? He called to the friend, that person, Mr. Dinesh, and he received the call. He asked, I am Vipin here. Okay, what's the news? What's the matter? Why did you call? Then he replied, I just wanted to recall something, an incident which took place in the 58. 58? Which incident? What incident? He asked. Where are you in Kolkata right through that year? That's the first thing I have got to know. He said, in the year of 58, where you in the Kolkata and where you have been? I just wanted to this thing. Wait just a minute. 58. Just let me check in my diary. When he said like this, where you had been in the year of 58, wherever you visited, then he said, wait a minute, I'll check it in my diary. In the 58? Okay, wait. For a minute, there was a silent. There was a silence. Vipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Hello. Yes, I have got it. I had been out twice. Where? Once in February, nearby to Krishna Nagar, to a nephew's wedding. And then, but you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. That's all. But what's all this saluting about? Yes, he, after checking in his diary, he said that, yes, hello, listen here. Yes, I had been twice. One, I went to, in the month of February, I went to Krishnanagar to one of nephew's wedding. And one more, you know it better that this you know better that we had a trip to Ranchi. Why are you asking this all? Why are you investigating this all about now? Saluting innocent in investigating. No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thank you so much. No, I just wanted to ask you. He said, and he said thank you for confirming this. Vipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he did not eat them. He had lost his appetite. Soon after listening this, he lost his body temperature. His body was chilling around too much. His body became cold and he lost his hunger. He that day he brought some sandwiches in tiffin box. He didn't eat because he lost his hunger, appetite in a sense hunger, and he was feeling that his head was swimming. So this all things happens with him. So you children, you can also think here how it is possible to a person to forget a complete part of his life. I hope this you all have understood. Second part also completed. From second part and from third part, I have from first and second part I have listed out some words meaning. So you can take a screenshot, or else you can pause the video and you can note it down in your textbook. Okay, thank you so much children for watching the video. If you understand the explanation first and second part, then you can like my video. Okay, thank you so much again. Goodbye, take care.